That's it. Good morning. Unmuted, all that done. So we're here for our daily Lenormand card spread reading. And we have another beautiful day outside, and the sun is shining, and there isn't the wind like there was yesterday morning, and it's certainly a lot drier. So certainly do let your friends know that we are live. mytimetv.live is the page. There is a link there somewhere if you want your comments seen on screen like this one. So good morning, Fiona. How are you? And you found the right links. This morning I have cross-posted to my Boundy page and my Hypnosis Plus with Ros page, and I'm just sort of monitoring that on the side. It's just so hard at the moment to find where the heck they are, Facebook changes. But what we're doing is going to concentrate on the cards. So good morning to you too, Sarah. Lovely to see you. Oh, that's wonderful. It'll be nice and warm in the sunshine too. And good morning, Karen. Right, I'm going to actually straight away switch around to the cards. Now I've just got to find where my eCam is, because I am doing this with eCam as per usual. And I'll take off the scroller and we'll have a lot more space there. So as you can see, I have got the card deck there for those who may be new and haven't seen this live stream before, where I'm using the Gilded Reverie. Oops, I just poke my face around to actually look at it properly. This is the expanded edition of the Gilded Reverie, and it's Ciro Marchetti who is the artist. And remembering, it is a Lenormand deck, it's not a tarot. So I'll move that to the side now. Right, what we've got this morning, I was really impressed with the cards as they laid this morning when I was doing the spread. I actually found just so inspiring, actually, because we've got change happening in our workspace. This is where the workspace card is. We've got that resettling, renesting, change. It could be a complete change, so even a turnaround in what you're doing through the day to day. I'm feeling for myself that it's just a tweaking of things. I am currently working on my website to finally get that rosboundy.com.au website up to scratch. Even if it's not by the 1st of October, we're going to open it. And we'll move from there. So that for me is what it's moving. It is the change is working around is that. So, and Fiona, you've put a message up there. You're okay, but what you need to do is with your doctor yesterday. So a bit about your health. Yeah. Look, we do need to actually look after ourselves first. And even in that context, the sort of changes that you've got in your work mode, if it's due to your health, it's that tweaking what you're doing to look after yourself. What we've got in our home space here, which is partly that nurturing and looking after ourselves factor, but I love books. So when I saw that, I thought, oh my goodness, yes, here we go. We've got books. It's a little bit of, reading for recreation if you feel like reading just for the pleasure of it, or it could be that you're spending time writing things in a journal. And Fiona, if you've got things that you're seeing a doctor with, I'm sure you're writing down some of those pointers that the doctor may have told you and things like that. It's anything that's to do with actually keeping your memories in written form is what I'm feeling here. So it's either journaling, it's learning something new, even to refresh your memory with something, all of those sorts of derivatives of what we're doing with books. And that is in our home space. So I'm feeling that that really is more for a pleasure factor, that we're reading and we're writing down just notes, or even writing a book ourselves for our family, because I know it's something that my dad and mum did before they'd passed on. There is a couple of books that Dad wrote over his time. And, there's aspiring to write a book. I still haven't put pen to paper with that. But it's all those ideas that are there and what comes from the heart. Either write it down or you're reading something inspiring from elsewhere. So, hi Tracy, good morning to you. And the first card is for me the change of my daughter who wants to go on to her relationship, said she. Yeah, great. Thanks, Fiona, for that. And yes, you had your notes from your doctor. It was good to have after 2 years. Sometimes it's just that confirmation from people who we consult with that we're needing as our own inner confirmation of what we already know for ourselves. And this camera wasn't moving properly. Cool. Now we've got it. And good morning, Shaz. How are you? Or Sharon. Now we're moving up to that unexpected card that is the fish. So it is the, what's going to happen next. It could be, how fish school, that's what I'm feeling, is that sometimes you can be going in what you think is the right direction in one way, and next you're turning at an angle. It can be that swimming and then all of a sudden you're going that way, and then all of a sudden again that way. And that's how they move. But ultimately, where they swim is in a place of abundance, because they're feeding, they're doing what they need to do to keep their sustenance happening, and it's in abundant places. So it also represents abundance. So bring forward your sense of direction that's going to move you into that area of abundance, or the perspective, the thought, the mind process that's going to bring you into your abundance. And because it is that group, the group mentality, that process. It's instinct more so than a mentality or thought. It's an automatic. So that's what's going to pop up in the day-to-day as far as, the fish, that it is that abundance and focus that's going to give us the direction where we're moving into more of that. I'm feeling. We're moving down here into the fourth card, which is the time card, is in our role. So this is your role. What you need to be focusing on today is just they are nice cards, very nice cards. I thought that as I had them laying down, I thought, wow, what a great set. And I actually put that in my post as well. What a great set of cards. I don't normally comment on them first up, but my first reaction was, wow, what a great set of cards. And it is allowing what we've got happening in our lives to be that knowing that we've got it happening in the perfect timing as well. Because, here's all these clocks and timepieces and the rest to keep track of time. And it's knowing that, they're all in synchronicity, even though they're currently measuring the time as it is in your particular time slot. There's so many. It's referring, the time zones around our world, and the fact that we are a globe and we do spin. We've given it that gauge of 24 hours in a day. It could have been 12 hours, and those divisions being longer, it wouldn't have mattered. The fact is that the Earth does rotate, and it creates that different time all around the world, but it's all at the same time. So it's that concept of everything is in its perfect timing, and our role is to allow that to happen, and not to push our time too much. Otherwise, it really does seem like it speeds up. I mean, who here even feels like it was only just the turnover of the year for the New Year's Eve? And we're already now past midway of September. We're on the 23rd. So, it's just allowing the time to be what it is. is what I'm getting for today's spread. In this spread, it's all things are happening in the perfect time. And especially when we're actually looking at what is around us, what is our life. Love those hearts, Fiona. Thank you. And good morning, Caitlin. Wonderful to see you here too. Having the heart card as the center, as the outcome, because we do know in this particular spread and how we're learning it, how we've been doing it for over the year, it is the outcome card. But another perspective of looking at it is it's the central card as well. So it's actually creating that essence of what we have in our lives, place it the center being from the heart, so that we're actually having that focus and mindset of love and self-worth, self-love and self-care. And because who is at the center of our world? But it can only be us as ourself. And that's the capital S, whichever way it is backwards. It's the unselfish. It's what it's what we experience as us uniquely, and being able to be that person that then we are giving out of ourself to the world and all that surrounds us, be it in our workplace, our home space, those moments where we can help others and give abundance unexpectedly, that gifting and that giving, and being able to also spend our time with others and the people around us. It's all from the heart. Let's place it from the heart and put it there. So high numbers too, absolutely, they are all in that higher. Well, is it higher vibrational? It's just that I really should probably do a little more research on the numerology, or remembering the numerology. Maybe that's what some of the books could be about too, since I noticed your comment there. So here we go with the slowly, slowly. Things happen in their time, no matter how much you want to be quicker. And that's a truth too. So allowing the heart to be that center, and all things around it will work in its perfect time. Sometimes we need to work at it. Other times it is something that is a natural flow. So card spot right in the middle. Yeah, don't feel with the heart relationship because her heart hurt. Yeah. We can have all those different emotions around our heart space. And isn't that really more so because we feel we are human, we are beings of feelings and emotions, and experiencing each other in so many different varied ways. But that's part of what is the experience of love and learning and accepting, and not accepting where it's not okay, but not trying to force someone else to be someone different, but see who we are in that position and that situation, and all of that is our path. Because we can't change someone else. We can only change ourselves and our way of seeing, perceiving, reacting, acting, all those things that are us. So, so you've been learning with numbers. Yeah, that's great. So thank you for being here. That is the reading for the day for our wonderful cards, because I think they're absolutely super duper. And while I'm actually just having a look, I'm just going to have a quick look on the back end of my website. There was something I was trying, and I still don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. But the ultimate goal for me has been that I'm wanting to actually place these live streams over on my website to stream into there too. So I'm still working out a way. If anyone out there knows, just a quick, easy way of doing that would be wonderful. Otherwise, I continue with mytimetv.live is where you'll see the source video. I have cross-posted to the Ros Boundy and Hypnosis Plus with Ros and Live Video Hub. So you'll see me in there with these. But ultimately, and the group, the Ros Boundy card reading group as well. So there's many ways that you can get in touch with me. Going to those places that are scrolling as well. And, that direct message thing, Messenger. So I'm around, as you can see. I'll catch up with you again tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, roughly, hopefully on time, which I was this morning, wasn't I? It all worked out well, even though there are some Facebook changes that are still happening that sometimes give a little bit of a glitchiness to what occurs. We'll see you tomorrow morning.